Let me ask you a question. Do you like asteroids? How about frantic arena deathmatch games? I hope so, because that's all you're getting with Astro Duel Deluxe. Developed by Wild Rooster and published by MacLeod, Astro Duel Deluxe takes the familiar gameplay of the Atari classic Asteroids and introduces a frantic competitive twist. Instead of trying to blow up space debris, players are tasked with destroying each other. The goal of the game is to destroy more of your fellow players than anyone else. Simply being the last man standing isn't enough. Precision is key in this game. In addition to your ship's slow, deliberate controls, you only get 3 shots before your gun has to recharge, and each shot recharges one at a time. I can only assume this was to prevent players from holding down the fire button and spinning in circles. Instead, every shot counts, making for tense head-to-head confrontations. In true party game fashion, the game also introduces a wide variety of power-ups, which include everything from shields to proximity mines to missiles to spread guns. My personal favorite is the Jouster, which generates 2 energy lances on either side of the player's ship to skewer enemy spacecraft with. All of these factors come together nicely to give matches a simultaneously frantic and calculated sense of rhythm. The game's pace is comparable to that of multiplayer Bomberman, with players constantly diving for cover, then trying to flank, bushwhack, or simply outgun their opponents. Unfortunately, the game also shares one of Bomberman's greatest faults, namely the fact that players who are eliminated early don't have much to do until the start of the next round. This can take quite some time too, especially if sudden death is turned off. Speaking of length, matches can drag on too long. While I like how the scoring system prevents players from sitting on the sidelines weighing out the competition, it, in conjunction with the fact that players can lose points if they're not careful, means there's theoretically no limit to the number of rounds per match. If you get this game, I suggest setting the match length to short and keeping it there. Speaking of settings, Astro Duel's menus grant a high degree of customization, allowing you to choose stages, disable features you don't like, change the spawn rate of asteroids, or even giving players a starting item. Unfortunately, these menus are oftentimes boggling in just how badly designed they are. Let's say you want to set everyone's starting item. You have to highlight the starting item option and then press A to page through every item until you find the one you want. If you overshoot, you'll have to go all the way through the list again. My biggest complaint, however, is just how little content this game has. There's no single-player content to speak of, no unlockable characters or stages, no online mode whatsoever, and only 4 game modes, 2 of which are team-based variants of the other 2. I don't think there's enough here to justify the game's $15 price tag. Unfortunately, while Astro Duel Deluxe's core gameplay is a lot of fun with friends, the game's narrow focus, lack of content, and most importantly, price mean I can't recommend it. If it sounds like the sort of thing you'd enjoy, wait for it to go on sale.